Good morning. I received a request from a viewer asking if I could cover the topic of guilt this week. We've seen an increase in mental health issues over the last few months, and the topics of shame, guilt, and anxiety have been quite prevalent, so we'll spend a couple of minutes talking about these emotions. Researcher Dr. Brené Brown frames guilt and shame as two different emotions, one to do with how we feel about something we've done, and the other to do with how we feel about ourselves as people. It's subtle, but it's worth learning the difference because Brown's research over more than 15 years shows that shame keeps us rooted in the past, whereas guilt can act as a sort of a catalyst for behavioural change. So let's look at this a little bit deeper. We get our cues about shame and guilt from a very early age, and phrases and comments we pick up on early on in our lives can really shape the way we develop as adults. So if growing up we heard a constant stream of words like stupid, lazy, will never amount to anything, we're more likely to respond with shame if we later do something that we're not particularly proud of. So say, for example, we tell a lie to someone we care about. If we've grown up around shame, it can be easy to sink into the thought, I'm such a stupid person. But guilt is different and it works differently. Guilt responds to our actions as, well, just that, an action. I did a stupid thing. Guilt is able to separate the act from the person. So as I say, it's subtle, but it's worth repeating this. Guilt is, I did a bad thing. Shame is, I am a bad thing. And the biggest difference there, according to Brown's research, is that shame does not allow us to change our behavioural patterns very easily. In fact, her data shows that almost no one was able to change through being shamed. If we believe ourselves to be inherently bad people, we're also inclined to believe that we can't change who we are. However, with guilt, that appears to be more of a catalyst for change because it's able to step outside of the person and view it as an experience. Guilt gives us the opportunity to own our mistakes, to hold ourselves accountable. As a result, we're able to take control of our actions and begin to change our habits and behaviours. So the next time something happens and we get that pang of something, just take a moment to check, is this shame or is this guilt? If it's shame, is there a way I can shift it to a place of guilt and start to change? If you'd like to talk to someone in the Centre for Wellbeing about any of the topics discussed here, please do get in touch. And also, if you have a faith-based issue and you'd like to speak with one of our chaplains, do drop us an email. May I wish you a lovely weekend.